Just for Black Friday. Hopefully it will provide a much needed boost to the economy. So many people are out shopping. But what does this mean for your retirement plan? Okay, here to help us is Chad Tobin from Slagle Financial with some advice for all you investors out there. Good to see you.
You too. Glad to be back.
Did you have a good Thanksgiving?
It was great. How about yourself?
And I know you didn't put any of that on a credit card.
No. Try not to these days. Right?
Ours was nice as well. Somebody asked me the other day, Chad, do you think the euro is going to fail? And I thought, that's a question that I don't think any of us would have ever been considering 5 years ago. Right,
and every morning it seems like lately we wake up and actually the debt crisis in Europe seems to worsen. Along with, our debt super committee.
It's failure.
That they seem to be crashing and burning, coming up with a resolution as well. So it seems like every morning there's new news that's affecting our economy and the markets here, the things that are happening in other countries.
We know in Greece that people, like 40% of people don't pay their taxes, and they were living on debt for a very long time. What's the impact on those who are nearing retirement, those who are planning for retirement?
Well, some of the cause and really what's getting us into this mess, I think we talk about debt. Over the last 25 and 30 years, our country, the U.S. and Europe, and along with other countries like you mentioned, Greece, they've been on a spending spree, so to speak. So to make it simple, they've been spending, and now that credit card company or the credit card has hit its limit. So these are things that changes have to be being made, and now we are in what we call payback mode. We have to start paying back all of the money that we've borrowed plus the interest. So instead of moving forward, what we see looking forward is, are we going to continue to be able to spend at the rate we were? I believe we're going to be in more of a payback mode, so we may not have as much funds to kind of spend to create new things and other opportunities.
One of my coworkers who is about a decade older than I am and probably would have retired a couple of years ago, now is looking at not retiring because that 401k took such a hit. Some of them I thought they have rebounded, but are we looking at completely different planning in our retirement accounts?
It's a great question, and I think a lot of people are in that situation where they had that retirement date that they could see, and now they've had to maybe stretch working a few more years. But I think it's important to, as a retiree, as an investor, with all of these things that are happening that are out of our control, there are things that you can do to take control of your investments and your retirement. And so that's what we are preaching to our clients, is take control now. Because a lot of the things that are out of our control, we really, have to control our own finances for our retirement.
Because I can't control the check spending in D.C., your vote. I mean, you can vote certainly, but the notion that I can control my own finances, my own retirement account, puts people in a better position.
Exactly, and some things that we're seeing with our debt super committee, they were trying to cut spending. And they were really, to keep it simple, they were trying to cut about 3% of spending, and they still haven't come up with a solution or resolution. So really, in our household, if we need to cut 3% next year, I think we would come up with a plan.
We would definitely stop buying that coffee every day. I mean, we would come up with a solution. And people need to meet with somebody like you to come up with those solutions.
Yeah, and I think a retirement coach, someone that's going to lay out all of the options on the table and really build a plan specifically on your goals and your retirement needs.
Well, I love your main notion here is to take control, and the fact is you can.
Absolutely.
Right. Thank you. Good to see you.
You too.
Chad and the team at Slagle Financial can help you start planning for your retirement today. Contact Slagle Financial at 888-294-9248 or visit slagleFinancial.com. Virginia?